My name is David Lairmore. I'm one of the counselors from Counseling and Psychological Services. I've created another video today to bring helpful information on common problems students struggle with. A common struggle I hear about all the time is procrastination. I'm sure many of you know what procrastination is or know what it feels like, but for those who don't, procrastination is an act of delaying or postponing a task or set of tasks. It is a force that prevents you from following through on what you set out to do. So why do we procrastinate? Behavioral psychology research describes a phenomena called time inconsistency. So for example, imagine that you have two selves, your present self and your future self. When you set goals for yourself, like writing a book or learning a language, you are actually making plans for your future self. While your future self can set goals, only your present self can take action. When the time comes to make a decision, you are no longer making a choice for your future self. Now, you are in the present moment, and your brain is thinking about the present self. Your present self really likes instant gratification, not long-term payoff. So your present self and future self are often at odds with one another. You cannot rely on long-term consequences and rewards to motivate the present self. Instead, you have to find a way to move future rewards and punishments into the present moment. You have to make the future consequences become present consequences. How about a potential real example for many students? Let's say you have to write a report you've known about for weeks and continue to put it off day after day. You experience a little bit of nagging pain and anxiety thinking about this paper you have to write, but not enough to do anything about it. Then, suddenly, the day before the deadline, the future consequence turns into a present consequence, and you have to write that paper hours before it's due. The pain of procrastinating finally escalated, and you crossed the action line. There is something important to note here. As you cross the action line, the pain begins to subside. In fact, being in the middle of the procrastination is often more painful than being in the middle of doing the work. Point A on the chart above is often more painful than point B. The guilt, shame, and anxiety that you feel while procrastinating are usually worse than the effort and energy you put in while you're working. The problem is not doing the work, it's starting the work. So how can you stop procrastinating right now? We have a few options to consider and try out. Option 1. Make the rewards of taking action more immediate. If you can find a way to make the benefits of long-term choices more immediate, then it becomes easier to avoid procrastination. One of the best ways to bring future rewards into the present moment is known as temptation bundling. Temptation bundling is a concept that comes out of behavioral economic research performed by Katie Milkman at the University of Pennsylvania. Simply put, the strategy suggests that you bundle a behavior that is good for you in the long run with a behavior that feels good in the short run. Here are common examples of temptation bundling. Listen to audiobooks or podcasts you love while exercising. Get a pedicure while processing overdue work emails. Watch your favorite show while ironing or doing household chores. Eat at your favorite restaurant while conducting your monthly meeting with a difficult colleague. Option 2. Make the consequence of procrastination more immediate. There are many ways to force you to pay the costs of procrastination sooner rather than later. For example, if you are exercising alone, skipping your workout next week won't impact your life much at all. Your health won't deteriorate immediately because you missed that one workout. The cost of procrastinating on exercise only becomes painful after weeks and months of lazy behavior. However, if you commit to working out with a friend at 7 a.m. next Monday, then the cost of skipping your workout becomes more immediate. Option 3. Design your future actions. You can attempt to create a commitment device that stops procrastination by designing your future actions ahead of time. Examples can include curbing your future eating habits by purchasing food in individual packages rather than in bulk size. You could stop wasting time on your phone by deleting games or social media apps. And if you want to build an emergency fund, Setting up automatic transfer of funds to your savings account is a way to design your future actions. And finally, option 4, make the task more achievable. The friction that causes procrastination is usually centered around starting a behavior. Once you begin, it's often less painful to keep working. This is one good reason to reduce the size of your habits, because if your habits are small and easy to start, then you will be less likely to procrastinate. Making your tasks more achievable is important for 2 reasons. 1, small measures of progress help you maintain momentum in the long run, which means you're more likely to finish large tasks. And 2, the faster you complete a productive task, the more quickly your day develops an attitude of productivity and effectiveness. I hope you found this information helpful, and it gets you to think about how you can tackle the common struggle of procrastination. Thank you always for watching and listening. Please continue to be on the lookout for more helpful information videos from CPS. Take care and stay well. Goodbye. Follow us on Twitter at CPS_Ohio.